Part 2 of our final title matches from the Pickle. Cactus Bowl is moving down the street, so last time we'll be in this building for a JBT, the 25th and final time. 3 divisions at once through the early frames. It is Canfield with a lead on Tim Jacob. It is Callahan with a lead on Kiana Garcia, both looking for their first titles. Nice shot by Devin. And over in the women's series as well, it's Atkin with the early lead on Pursell. Single game matches, Devin has to win by 15. Canfield has to spare up the bucket to maintain his lead, and he finds a way to make it on a tricky, broken down at this point, Baton Rouge-like condition. This poor Alexis is stuck with yet another respot. She'll have to go do it herself. Self-serve industry here. Oh, and Callahan gets the Brooklyn. He'll take it. Runner-up at Antelope just a couple months ago. See if he learned anything from that title match as he gets himself a double right here. Jacob working on a strike. Oh, and 2 breaks back. Last time in this lane he left a rotten solid 8. Brooklyn in the next frame to get even on the lanes, and now trips the 4-7 out, so +1 in the break column for Jacob. Kiana's only other top 5 was here at Cactus earlier this season. She's a house bowler here, so she obviously knows this place really well and taking advantage of it with 2 top 5 finishes and still a shot at the title here. First visit to Cactus Bowl for JBT was our 10th ever tournament on September 27th, 1997. We are somewhere around tournament number 1040. Jacob get us a love tap on that 10 pin, and Garcia is going to miss that 3. We showed you your scratch winners in the last video. Here's your handicap winners. Lots of big names here, guys who went on to bigger success in scratch and handicap. Wire Out, Tiffany King, Zach Herbert still bowls JBTs every once in a while. Rain Lacona had a great JBT career. Kayla Goad still bowling JBT. Adam Lebs makes appearances every once in a while. Dominic Luna bowled today and made the top 8. Where's Justice Lynch? Get back here and bowl again. Patterson. Kristen Lee still bowling, and Kevin Badke, where you at? Get back here. As Tim Jacob left that solid 8 in the last video, and now Canfield comes back with a rocket solid 8 himself. Boy, Ben's had to be thinking, man, I'm gonna have a title match if things go my way when Tim left that solid 8, and since then, Tim has consolidated all his good breaks, and now Ben gets a solid 8 on that same lane. I'm glad for Ben's sake that he didn't have to have that on camera while I was running down the champions. Oh, and Kiana's gonna miss another 9 counts. She's gotta make these spares. She promised me she had enough energy for this, and she's missing those 9 counts. Big opportunity here for Callahan. Thank you. Allergy season in southern Arizona. It's beating me. Oh no! And after doubling, Callahan finds that out of bounds that we talked about and doesn't even 3 count. It goes right in the drink for a gutter on a double. A gutter on a double. Keep it simple. A gutter on a double. Unbelievable turn of events here. Let's see if he can spare it. Oh man! What a frame for Devin there as he throws it in the moat and then somehow gets the middle of the rack to cave in to at least salvage the spare. So with that spare, he leads by 41 and is giving 14. So after all that, still finds himself comfortably in the lead. My goodness, he had some pins to give, but you don't want to do that on a double too often. Meanwhile, it's another open frame for Pursell, and she's struggling over there. Callahan leaves a 2-pin, and Tim consolidates to a 4-bagger. Everything going Jacob's way right now, looking for that first win. I say Ben has 6 titles. This guy says Ben only has 5.5 titles. So we'll see what happens later. At the 2-pin, and he tries the hook ball and doesn't get it to cover the 2. Goodness, I don't want it, you take it, going on in handicap. Jacob looking for another good break in the left lane, doesn't get it, but if he spares it up, he will lead by 17. But Canfield does have that strike working. Let's see if Garcia can get something working here. In the 9th frame, 7 count. Well, she's missed a bunch of 9 counts. She's going to have to make this tricky little cluster here to stay within shouting distances. Who knows what either bowler's going to do right now. Tough batter, maybe a little title batch nerves. Jacob just covers that 6-10. Canfield can take the lead with strikes in the 8th and the 9th. As we come down to crunch time. The final bites of the pickle, folks. No, and Garcia's gonna miss it. Struggling here in this title match. He's only got 82 through 8. Ends up still down by 41 pins. Getting 15, but that means she's still got to make up some work.
Go down with the fight, girl.
Her whole family saying harder, harder, harder.
Go down with the fight, kid.
Listen to her family's advice. Oh, Canfield throws it harder instead and goes right through the break. What?
She has never bowled against a girl yet. Always guys.
That's true, huh? Well, it's been working out.
Yeah, it has been.
No, Kiana, we said harder. Not lefter, harder. Make sure we get this on tape. Here's the newsletter from our first tournament there, October '97. Andrew Kane won his 4th title. That's just his 4th win back when he won this tournament. Canfield at the washout, and he has it. What a great spare for Ben. In a must-spare situation, he comes up with a very nice conversion there. Still has room for 219. Jacob going at a 216 pace. There's a spare for Garcia. Got the mark on camera, my goodness. Well, let's see what Callahan can do. He's capable of striking out. He's capable of throwing it in the gutter again. I don't know what's going to happen.
Hey, just strike out in the 10th, baby.
Here we go in the 9th frame. Oh, and Atkin 4-9s over there. That match still has some work to do. High hit, doesn't get the 6 to fall this time. Canfield up in his 9th frame. Spare working. All right, sets up his 10th. 219 is what he gets with all 3 in the 10th. Jacob, as we said, going at a 216 pace. That strike spare the rest of the way. He was very shaky in his later frames a couple matches ago. He has never been closer to JBT victory. These 2 frames will tell the story. Pursell just trying to get anything together. And after Alexis's 4-9, she comes up high and leaves a 7-pin, and she will trail by only 6 pins if she can spare over here. Shaky shot by Jacob, very lucky to leave only a 9-pin. Alexis happy to have all this on camera, as you can tell. Oh, and Callahan comes up with his best shot in the 10th frame. That should seal the deal for him. Pursell is going to finally make a spare over there, converting that 7-pin, so they still got a match over in the women's series. It's tough when you lose that match late like Alexis did in the main tournament to rebound and get yourself fired up for the girls' match. A lot of bowling. Oh no, and Jacob misses the 5-pin. That's absolutely nerves right there. Can't be anything but, oh no! And Callahan puts it in the gutter after the strike. 163 if he spares it. Garcia can strike out for 142. That would be a 21-pin difference. It's going to be enough if Devin keeps it on the lane. He does, and it wasn't easy, but Devin Callahan is a JBT champion. 142 she strikes out. That's 196. Not going to be enough. And Jacob left a 10-pin over there. You did not make it easy, sir, but you did it. That's all that matters. Jacob at the 10-pin. Has to spare it up to maintain the lead. Boy, oh boy, misses the 5 but makes the 10. And Alexis splits in her 9th frame. Purcell with that 9 miss following up the spare. If she doesn't spare it, Alexis is going to lead by 7, both bowlers on open frames in the 8th. Kiana finishes up in style here, making her spare in the 10th. It's going to be too little too late, but still her career high finish. Atkin did not get the spare. Important fill ball here for Jacob to fill up at 204. Alright, 203 on the fill. Situation is fairly cut and dry for Ben. If he doesn't strike, he loses. If he strikes and gets any kind of good count, Tim Jacob wins his first, and we'll be thinking about that 5-pin for quite a while. Nice job out of both handicap folks, but it's Devin winning and a great runner-up finish for Kiana and a big hug from Pops. Yeah, how about that? And now the shot for the win for Ben Canfield.
Customer service bumpers on 3. Customer service bumpers on 3.
Oh man, that was noticeably slow off his hand. Doesn't get the break on the carry, and Tim Jacob is going to walk away with the final pickle. And he wasn't sure until I said it. Boy, did Ben throw that ball tentatively. Surprising. Unexpected right there. Ben is disappointed with himself. I don't blame him on that one. He was so aggressive in coming back and winning a couple matches. Just got a teensy bit protective. You're going to throw that ball. And well, he washed out on the last time on that lane, so I see why it happens. Frustrating finish for Ben, and Tim Jacob has ended a long, long, long journey for his first career scratch title. Hats off to him. Meanwhile, over in the ladies division, our ladies are struggling a bit, and that's a lot of 9 misses for Erica in that game. She's going to finish it up with 130, and Alexis just needs to keep it on the lane and squeeze out that title. There we go.
What is that?
That was every winner ever at Cactus.
Yeah,
that was the first newsletter. There's the strike we wanted to get on camera all this time. So Alexis is your winner in scratch. Devin wins handicap, and Timmy Jacob wins in scratch. Devin won in handicap. Great stuff. Pickleball, we will miss ye. I can't believe it. This mural we better be saying from the new pickle within a couple months, and I better see exactly that over there. Cactus, you have been great. We'll see you in another life, brother.